Alright guys, welcome back to another update video. It's been a while since I've made one, probably 4 months or so. I have been working on the layout little by little. The biggest change, or the biggest thing I've added, as you can see, is the backdrop against the wall. As you can see, it goes around all the way to the new section in the corner and then partially on the next section. The plaster, I've been working on that, adding some scenery. I still got to paint, add grass, more scenery and stuff like that. The road's in, it's coming along. It's just going to run along the yard here. Also been putting together a few buildings. This is a building that I've made out of just plastic styrene. I still got to paint it and do a little bit more detail to it. Hopefully I'm going to blend it in with the buildings in the background. As you can see there's some there. I also have been changed a little bit of the track. You can kind of see where the old track kind of was. I added this switch over here to tie on to the spur track for the industries. This building here also is new, just a little country journal store. I like all the detail in the signs this actually has with it. As far as that back corner, I'm still kicking around ideas what I want to put back there. I started with that building as another packing house, or what I'm thinking now is maybe a bulk oil distributor. They had a lot of those back in the 50s. Just to serve the surrounding communities. That would be a good loading dock. I might use that. As we can see, we'll go over to this section. Now the corner piece, the back track and the front track, technically it'll be two separate areas. The back track would actually be a gold tree. This was a location just north of San Luis Obispo. And Hadley would be the foreground track. This is a section or a area just south of San Luis Obispo. So as you probably before I said before that the yard area, the town, is not modeled after San Luis Obispo, but I'm actually going to name it San Luis. It's going to be a main focal point of operations of the Southern Pacific coastline in the 1950s. As we make our way back over here, now this section I was going to do a model after Guadalupe. I have since changed that, and it's going to be modeled after Oceano, which is a small community along the coast. The back track would be actually modeled partially for the Cuesta grade. It will be called actually Cuesta, just to name it as an operational feature on the layout. The foreground, like I said, it would be Oceano. I'm still working on the depot. I have yet to paint the roof and get the loading dock finished. As far as the other industries, the Phelan and Taylor Produce Company is just a mock-up. It's just something I've started with using some foam core board. Later it will be used, or actually I'll build it out of styrene, similar to the other building I showed you. The track in the foreground here is going to be the Pismo Oceano Vegetable Exchange. I've been doing some research of the area. As you can see, this is a Google satellite view of the area presently. It has changed a lot since the early 1950s, but at least I can kind of get some general ideas of how the track went. You can see a lot of the right-of-way of actually where the track went and stuff. This is a map, actually, Southern Pacific track diagram of the area. I believe this map is from the early 80s. This will actually give you exactly what was there. As far as that, like I said, I'm still working on that. I still plan to go to the other side of the garage. I'm just not sure exactly when that's going to happen. I did add this section of track here past the water heater just so I could switch and run some trains in the town here. As you can see, it's definitely a work in progress. It's just takes time, and I'm still developing as I go. So I appreciate everybody watching. Thanks for the comments. If you guys have any other questions, please let me know.